All right. Is it okay if I take this strip? Thanks. Okay. Let's warm up and then we'll get into some oppositions. Good. Wrist, elbow, body. Yep. On the last one, try to disengage and come in a little bit of forearm position, okay? So don't stand kind of sideways with the palm up. Have your palm sideways, like you're jabbing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and interjecting. Very good. Good. Again. Up. Did I ever tell you my metaphor about my coffee table? Don't spill my coffee. Watch. On your weapon, the first 2 centimeters where it says, France, made in France, that belongs to me. That's my coffee table. You know me. I'm walking around with my coffee. The goal is for the table not to be leaning left or right. So don't spill my coffee. Okay? Keep your blade parallel to the floor. And that's how it's designed to hit, and that's how you should hit. Yeah, on my step for 1, 2, 3, 4. And see you spilling my coffee to the outside when I hit. Up, keep it straight. Yeah, okay, much better. 1, 2, 3, straight, good. Maybe slight spilling on the outside. You know, I I can't pour a full mug with your table. Half a mug, no problem. But a full mug, it would be spilling over. Okay, French grips. Are we good at parries? Depends. Unless if it involves a cutover, perhaps we could do it. Stronger parry, a little tougher. But where we are very strong in oppositions. When I advanced with the French grip, that was the only thing I was looking for. I'm like, how can I set my tip up, my position in such way that I can just put my whole weight behind it, punch it in, get the hit. Okay? So let's work on some oppositions. When you flash, you have lots of, power behind it. The issue sometimes when you do your attack is it's from under and up, right? So hopefully if we work on oppositions, we're gonna be able to solve that problem a little bit. Okay? So provoke, separate, provoke, separate. As soon as I look to begin my attack, no. We're doing this, we're gonna start with the most scary one. And what is the scariest opposition, righty on righty? The four opposition. The most direct, because we're afraid that the opponent's gonna double out, right? So provoke, separate, pom pom, and hop in. Oh, that's the first mistake that's always going to happen. Don't lead with a bell guard. No. Lead with your tip. Your tip will get in there first and start going forward. Then at the end, you're going to lock it out. Okay? What does our sport require us to do? It requires us to win time. Whoever hits in the shorter window of time will get the time. They will get the point, right? So don't waste the precious little time that we have going towards the blade. Go towards the target first, and in the process of it, you can lock it out, the opposition. Good, good. Vamos. See what you're doing? The first motion is towards the blade. So that's wrong. I've committed. Start extending your arm slowly. Start extending. Yeah, tip in, and now hop. Right. Now, what we need to accomplish is with you, because it's your attack, buff. Our bell guards gotta collide. That's the way, at least I teach it, right? Why? Because a lot of times opposition could be done technically correct and it will have zero function. It's somebody that you could take out for the group lesson, demonstrate, okay. But opposition has one little aspect where acceleration, power, velocity, all these things need to come together in one moment. Then it actually works. Because oppositions, you can't, how often, like maybe you've been in a situation where you think you're going for a double and you by accident get a single leg. That's an opposition working. You just knocked out the opponent, just split seconds, right? So let's try it out. Let's go. Let's dig in. Ball, feet on the balls of your feet. That's right. Up, bam, bam, bam. Okay, good. Provoke, separate. I commit. See, that was late. Sorry for the mouse, guys. But you started with the wrist and then everything else. Do the opposite. Start with the fingers tilting the tip in, then following for the hit. Okay. Up, tip in, tip, tip. Oh, there you go. The coffee table is right. Better. Up. Better, better, but not perfect. Another great metaphor that I like to use is, I never really shot a gun, maybe like a BB gun, but the idea makes sense. Is that you have to aim at a target, and if you have a laser point, think of it that way: aim where the laser point is already pointing at a target, then squeeze the trigger. When you lead with the bell guard and start moving forward, the tip is the one's coming late. It's as if you squeeze the trigger and then start putting the gun onto the target, right? Yes, in fencing in theory that could work, but it won't work in, at a competition where things are moving quickly. Okay, good, tip in. You should have already hopped in, that's right. Hop in. Okay, we got some acceleration. Yes, Catherine, I'm proud of you. Strong fingers, up. Okay, but you see how the tip pops out, and look, it's not high level science. It slides down on my chest and goes up. Why? Because the last second, instead of keeping your wrist and fingers strong, you break the wrist. You're trying to leave that forward. Don't leave your tip behind. You're leaving your man behind. Pah, right here. So go on guard, stay as is. That's right. On my step forward, extend your arm. Good. Don't lose your. See, the arm is not quite straight. So now it's straight. But when you extend, the tip goes like in line with the shoulder, and you have like a little banana curve on the inside. Your job is to straighten everything else, so it's a straight line. Good. Now, get your toe lined up with mine. Everything like no, no, no. See, your toe is now somewhere over here. It should be in line with mine. That's right. Move to the edge of the strip. Your tip and everything should be in a tunnel with mine, exactly at 12 o'clock. That's what we're looking to hit. And baba. Good. Accelerate that arm. Accelerate. Oh, oh. That's an attack. And attack. Good. Attack. Much better. Now we're moving. Good. Nothing. Just maintain distance. Just keep your table straight. Don't spill my coffee. Good. And don't even provoke for now. Don't even. On my step forward, look to come in. There's so many people behind. Good. Just maintain distance and hop in. It's your attack on my preparation. Oh, nice. See, you knocked my blade right out because you have momentum there. I'm stepping forward. I'm stepping forward. I'm stepping forward. That's right. That's right. Here, flip around. Good job. You being your French grippers. Have you ever had problems with people flashing at you? No, people don't flash at you. Okay, that's good. But if they were, or if they do a long, quick attack, the best way to beat it is either to make a stop it or to attack them on preparation. Okay, and they both have to be equally. You got to be equally confident in both. That's what's going to create that hesitation in your opponent. All right, sitting low, good. Yeah, now provoke me and get out. Nice. Provoke, get out, and come in with a hop. Your attack again. So the arm is doing correct. Now the feet have to follow up. And get out. Didn't quite get out. Right? Provoke, separate, arm out, front foot lifts up, jump off the back one, land together. Yeah, and over. Very good. Nice, nice. And don't hesitate. So you're about a foot too low. The bell guard is shoulder height, but the tip is for some reason like this, right? Again, straighten everything out. Blade parallel to the floor. So again, you're in the armpits. Do you really want your blade smelling like armpits? That what you enjoy? Come on. uh, and come in, come in. Yeah, break out sometimes. Nice. Hold the fingers and the tip in. Don't let it pop out. Oh, a little better. No, don't break the wrist. Oh, that's the one. Good. Yeah. If I'm coming in this aggressively, oh, come right in. Okay. Provoke, separate. I look to do like a beat four on your feint and coming in like for a flick or something like that. You could also leave an opposition a little bit in my recovery. But you gotta time the position. You gotta, I should say, your positioning should be in the right place. So that way, all that's left is to time it right. Okay, so you look to set it up. You wanna get your opponent essentially pissed off enough where they're like kind of beating you out of the spot, right? And if I do a step forward, that's the time. So one time you feint, you see a parry and I'm pressuring you. On the next one, you just right away a little feint instead of separation. Don't separate this time. Up, disengage, and hop in and six opposition. Right? So righty on righty, especially being a Frenchman, the sixth opposition is bloody difficult. If you're gonna go out there searching the opposition, in particular, it's not gonna work. You just don't have the leverage. But if you can just get your opponent to make them feel a little more comfortable of looking and taking your blade, every once in a while you can get them to overcommit. Right? Why I'm saying this is because I noticed last week, remember, we were talking about like you're feeling like, oh, I'm not sure what to do next. We keep building your case. I hope you're, writing down some things and then trying it out and then come back for feedback. I'm gonna give you a little kick in the butt and you're gonna go back out. All right, let's go. Off. I may not parry if you're too far. If your feint is irrelevant, okay, good. Up, good, get out. So you see now, okay, she got the idea. She can go and catch you in four. She'll now anticipate for the next one. So you essentially use that as investigation. Now, next one, feint, I swing, anticipate the next one. As soon as I parry four, come in six opposition. You don't get out. It's a premeditated attack on prep. So if in the past one we did kind of open, what was it, investigation to provoke and get out and see if opponent plays along. Here, we provoke, get out. If you see there more or less, there's some evidence for you that you think you could disengage that beat, attack on prep, premeditated. Good. I do nothing. Good. Up. Okay. I was late. Okay, but why are you hitting me below my belly button? You're only about a foot and a half too low. Yeah. I do nothing, so you separate. Good. So you see, provoke, get out until you start noticing, okay, you're receiving that heavy beat. So that's when you can anticipate one. It's not every single time, right? Every one, between 5 or 7 attempts, you can attempt one. Up, good. Up. So, Catherine, you just did 2 or 3 actions where you provoked and separated. I came in once, and then you made all of this trying to react. Which part of this is premeditated? No part. That's right. So what should have happened is you're doing all these actions, right? You're provoking and separating, and on one of them, you have noticed that I took that six to the step forward. Let's say you were not prepared to act upon it, which you were not because you were significantly late. What should have happened after that is you separate, you put that in your mental bank. You're like, oh, she does that strong six take with a step forward. And next one, you look to provoke and now anticipate the motion. Right? You on the next 2, 1, between 3 attempts, you can try it. You're ready, you're prepared. Hopefully you don't fall asleep. You can go and meet them. Okay? So again, provoke and separate. Good. Good. Bam, get out. Keep that in your mind. Up. Good. Attack on prep, very good, but you lost your tip. Other than that, it was pretty good. And again, let's try it. And separate. Good. Up. Nice. So, Catherine, this time here, I'm always going to make a hit, right? Well, and don't break with the wrist. Disengage right in here. 12 o'clock, at top of my bell guard. That's where that hit has to come in. Oh, sorry if I slapped your fingers. Maintain a little better distance or pull your arm out of there, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to slap you. Good, good, good. Right? You fainted, you start shifting back and forth a little too much. Any little minute movement in your body, I will look for it, right? And then I will start to adjust because, we're in a fight. Up. Good. Now you see me. He's going to break your blade. Be careful. Try it again. Good. Why is he losing it? On, on guard. On my step forward, hop in. Hop in. Right. And that's all that needs to happen. Right? Again, disengage and hop in next time, okay? Right. Instead of landing here, land there again. And let's go. Provoke, separate. Good. Good. Why is it going here? Why are you adding this heinous angle? Like you're right here. It's a little bit of a sabotage there. Less is more. You don't need to micromanage it. It's a it's an what's called I guess an open circuit action where we don't break down every millisecond of the action, telling our muscle group to move. Right? You just kind of practice it on the target, practice the position. From a certain position, one fluid response. Woo, comes out. Good job, yeah. Good, good. Fluid, okay, but it's about a foot too low. Again, bring it a little higher. Your tip falls behind, like you're disengaging, and then you're lifting the arm. I ask you to lift another foot, but your tip will stay in the same location. Try to use your fingers, right? Up, down, up, down, hit. That's essentially the action that you got to be training. Up, good, good. Up, down. Okay, straight into Casper land. Got to work on that finger strength of yours. Okay, so we got the placement, but why is your arm above your head? What? Stay there, stay there. Extend your arm. Good. Now bend your elbow. Yeah, see? You got the hit still. If you were to extend it, now push through it. Push forward. Don't lift up the bell guard, push forward. There you go. Right? You don't want to hit at the target. Hit through the target. Let's take ourselves like 200-300 years back. If you were to do this as a duel, you want to penetrate through. Not just get stuck in the clothing because you changed the angle entirely on the finish. Mhm. Good. Up. And okay, much better. But you could have still got your tip a little higher. Up. I got scared. Good. Now anticipate. Tip up. Okay. Up. Up. I come in. Now you ready? Up. Oh, I got you on that. Because you got out in the moment you could have come in. Last little bit. Finish up on a good note. Up. My fault. My fault. I apologize. Good. Okay. A little higher though, please. Good. Yeah. My fault in the previous one. Now it's your fault. That next one I see is perfect. Up, up. Oh, that was perfect. Try it again. Good. Good. Up. Good. Anticipate. Yeah, one more. Good. Anticipate a little better. Fingers first. Good. Good. It's okay. Fast. Yeah, be ready. Up. Good. Salute. Good job. Well done. But we had an issue of this, changing up. Just spend some time on a solid dummy, with a mask and a blade, and just, disengage and come in straight line. Like at the end, you finish up pretty well, but this got to be more automatic. Okay.